This puppet arrived at my house today. I think it's a joke from Josie. I hope he's not sad about our family. My wife and I had been trying to have a family for a while, but things hadn't turned out as we hoped. Still, we knew we could adopt. What's this?
I don't remember ordering anything.
I hope it's food.
I hope it's the shoes I told you I wanted.
When we opened the box, we were both surprised. What's this? It's horrible.
What? It's amazing! Look! Hello, I'm Louis, and I like when Josie plays with Mum.
Shut up. Haha. I'll get the food.
Don't take long.
It was a strange gift, but that's why I love Josie, for her jokes and her sense of humor. Honey, I'm home. I brought your favorite. My life shattered in an instant, and I had no idea what had happened. It was a nightmare.
Sir, I need you to come to the station with me.
What? How am I the main suspect?
I'm sorry, but there's no sign that anyone else entered the apartment. Just you.
You have no evidence.
For now.
I needed to find answers. If Josie hadn't sent the puppet, then who had? The Morgan and Timothy Show, Kansas Theater. I hadn't visited the town where I was born since.
You have no business here.
But Dad, I want to be here with you.
I told you no. Now go away.
I wasn't too eager to see my father, but I figured he'd want to know that his only son was now a widower.
Hi, Louis, right?
Yes, and you are?
Rose. Finally, we meet. Your father talked a lot about you.
Nice to meet you. I told my father what had happened.
I'm very sorry for your wife's death, but I think it's all in your head.
I'm telling you, everything was perfect until that damn puppet arrived.
I think you should go to therapy. You know, for your anger issues.
That was a long time ago.
Want to take that risk?
Now I remember why I never see my father. Could you at least tell me who Morgan Davis was?
Not really. She was just a second-rate artist that no one in town cared about.
Goodbye, Louis. I hope you visit your father more often. He's sick, you know?
Goodbye. I don't know how you put up with him. I didn't have time for this drama. I had to go make arrangements for Josie's funeral.
Don't worry, sir. I'll take care of everything.
Thank you, Mr. Jared. I was very surprised to receive a call from Mr. Jared that same afternoon. He sounded very distressed.
I don't know how to tell you this, but what happened to your wife had happened before.
What?
To people from this very town.
Do you think this puppet has something to do with it?
Be careful with Morgan. For your children she will steal. Never scream beside her. Or your tongue she will tear. Where did you get it?
I don't know. It just arrived at my door the day Josie.
You need to get rid of it. Now.
But what does it mean? Who is Morgan?
You don't want to know.
I had to know, so I decided to investigate on my own, Kansas Cemetery. After a while, I finally found the grave, but I wasn't alone. Danny, Lily, Timmy? What is this? What were all those children's graves doing around Morgan's tombstone? Everything was very strange.
I've got you.
Mr. Jared, I demand that you tell me the truth. Who was Morgan Davis?
I don't know if I should, your father.
Please, I'm desperate.
All right. Morgan was one of the most well-known artists in town. It was said that her husband had left her because she couldn't have children, and that drove her mad. That's how her obsession with puppets began. She built hundreds of them. She called them her children. Her show became very popular. Important people from all over the country traveled to see her. But one night, during one of her performances, a little boy dared to make fun of her.
Fraud! I can see how you move your mouth.
Did you hear that, Timothy? He thinks you're not real and that I'm just the mother of a puppet.
I'll show you how real I can be.
After that, Charlie mysteriously disappeared.
Morgan killed him?
It's believed she did, but his family, the Browns, didn't bother to investigate. They captured Morgan. They made her scream and they cut out her tongue.
Really?
Before burning her along with several of her beloved puppets. After that, Morgan was buried alongside several of her children. You need to get rid of that thing before it's too late.
I went to confront my father to get the truth once and for all.
I never wanted you to know any of this. Mr. Jared shouldn't have told you anything. I'll speak with him.
Why?
Don't you understand? That's why I took you out of this town.
But why? What does this have to do with us?
Charlie, the boy who cruelly humiliated Morgan, was your great-great-uncle.
What?
The whole town agreed to blame Morgan for his disappearance, even though they never found his body in her house or anywhere else.
So what happened to him?
What you need to know is that a curse fell upon the family that day.
Now, Morgan won't rest until she's taken out every single Brown, and that includes you and your father.
Then why did she go after Josie? She had nothing to do with it.
You need to leave, now. I've lived my life.
I'm not leaving without stopping that thing and avenging my wife's death.
Louis,
Then the foolish detective appeared.
I think it's been enough of your lies.
What are you talking about?
You're the one who desecrated the graves.
What? Which graves?
You thought I wouldn't notice? Morgan's puppet graves.
You're crazy.
You sent the puppet and you're the one who killed Josie.
Shut up. How dare you say that? She was my wife.
And I bet her $1 million life insurance had nothing to do with it.
You want proof? I'll give you proof. I took the detective to see Mr. Jared so he could tell the story and believe me. Mr. Jared,
What happened? A neighbor found him like this.
It's him.
what?
He's the last person I saw leaving Mr. Jared's house.
This doesn't look good. There was no evidence, but I couldn't shake the detective off. Why would I have brought you here if I had anything to do with it?
I don't know. Let's ask Mr. Jared. Oh, wait, he's dead. He must have said something you didn't like, right?
You don't know anything. I thought it would be best to go to the old theater where Morgan used to give her puppet shows. Why are you bringing that? Leave it in the car.
And risk you destroying the evidence? No thanks.
We searched the entire place for clues, and when we went backstage,
Are those...
yes, her puppets.
They're not puppets, they're my children.
Be careful with Morgan. For your children, she will steal.
Don't believe me? Then you can ask them yourself.
Never scream beside her, or you're a...
Charlie says hello.
Don't scream!
Welcome, Louis. I didn't think you'd want to visit me.
I'm going to finish you off, you bitch.
Don't worry. As long as one of my children remains, I'll never leave.
Why did you kill Josie? She wasn't part of the Browns.
Didn't you hear?
I can't wait for Louis to come home. We're finally going to be parents.
No, it's not true.
I know achieving that pregnancy wasn't easy. Believe me, that's why I sent Timothy. So you wouldn't be alone, haha.
You damn.
Damn your family! Or have you forgotten what they did to me?
You killed their child.
I didn't. I just adopted him to give him a loving lesson.
I'll just say that. I hope you enjoyed having many of your children.
Why?
Because you won't see them in hell.
What?
Goodbye, Morgan.
Wait! What are you doing, my children? No!
I ran to see my father. Nothing else mattered. I had done everything to protect myself. Dad! Dad? There you are. Dad, I'm sorry for everything. I know you only tried to protect me, but don't worry. Morgan will never bother us again. We can live our lives in peace. The curse is over. I forgive you. But my dad didn't respond. Dad, what's wrong? Are you okay?
I think you should go to therapy. You know, for your anger issues.
I told you that as long as one of my puppets remained, I would never leave.
Morgan?
Never scream beside her,
No!
or your tongue she will tear.